Hey guys, stop scrolling for just 10 seconds. Because right now, there's a gold mining stock trading right around $12 to $13 that's sitting on a massive merger deal that could hand you serious upside if it closes in the next few weeks. Gold itself is exploding past $4,900 an ounce, record territory. And this company's about to get swallowed up by a bigger player at a premium that makes the math look juicy. If you're hunting for under-the-radar plays in precious metals that could 2x or more on this catalyst, you need to hear this full breakdown. This is New Gold Incorporated, and trust me, by the end of this video you'll either be adding it to your watch list or kicking yourself for not paying attention. Hit that like button if you're ready to dive deep into real value hunting. Subscribe to WealthMind Investing for more Canadian under $15 gems. And let's get into it. Quick disclaimer up front. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Just straight educational analysis to help you make smarter decisions. Let's talk like pros here, no fluff. New Gold Incorporated, ticker NGD, is a mid-tier Canadian gold producer that's been quietly stacking production while the gold market goes parabolic. They're based in Toronto, run responsible operations in safe jurisdictions, and right now they're in the middle of one of the most interesting setups in the sector, a full takeover by Coeur Mining. That's the hook. This isn't just another mining story. It's a time-sensitive merger arbitrage play wrapped in a gold bull run. Start with the assets because that's where the real value lives. New Gold has two flagship mines, both 100% in Canada, no sketchy overseas risks. Rainy River in Ontario is their big gold engine, open pit plus underground, cranking out around 250,000 gold equivalent ounces a year lately. Reserves sit at roughly 3.8 million ounces of gold and plenty of silver on top. Costs? All-in sustaining around $1,200 an ounce. When gold's at $4,900 plus, that's fat margins. They've been extending mine life through underground work, so this isn't a short-lived pop. It's got legs into the 2030s if they keep executing. Then you've got New Afton in British Columbia. Underground block cave, gold plus a heavy copper kicker. Copper's the hedge here. Green energy boom means demand stays strong even if gold pulls back a bit. Production around 150,000 gold equivalent ounces annually, with lower costs thanks to copper credits, often sub-$1,000 all in. Reserves include another million ounces gold and hundreds of millions of pounds copper. They're expanding zones like C-Zone, which could bump output meaningfully. Together, these two mines give you diversified exposure in a stable country, gold for the rally, copper for the long-term tailwind. Financials tell the same strong story. Trailing 12 months revenue hit about $1.24 billion. Net income $249 million. EPS 32 cents. Operating cash flow? A beast at $680 million. That's real money coming in the door, not just paper profits. Debt's manageable at $397 million total. Cash $124 million. Debt to equity only around 32%. No balance sheet bombs here. Forward PE sits in the low teens once you factor growth, which looks cheap when gold's this hot and production steady. Recent quarters showed beat and raise vibes. Costs controlled, output solid. Margins expanding as metal prices rip higher. Now the real catalyst. The Coeur deal announced back in November 2025. It's all stock. For every NGD share, you get 0.4959 Coeur shares. At announcement, that valued NGD around $8.50, a nice 16% premium. But fast forward to today, Coeur's trading higher, pushing the implied deal value to roughly $12.90 to $13 per NGD share. And NGD itself? Closing around $12.85 lately, with volume spiking on the news flow. That tiny spread means the market's pricing in a very high probability of close. Proxy firms ISS and Glass Lewis both said vote yes. Boards are unanimous. Shareholder meetings coming up fast, January 27th, 2026, and regulatory stuff's mostly cleared. If it goes through, which looks very likely, you're effectively rolling into a bigger, more diversified North American precious metals name with scale advantages, lower relative costs, and exposure to silver on top of gold and copper. Analysts loved it pre-deal. Average targets were $10.50 to $12.50, some as high as $15. Ratings leaned overweight/buy. Post-deal, the conversation shifted to how attractive the combined entity looks. Bigger production, better diversification, potential for re-rating. With gold at these levels, the upside if Coeur executes post-merger could be substantial. You're not just buying a standalone miner, you're buying into a consolidation story at what could be a discount to the merged value. Of course, nothing's free in mining. Risks are real. Deal could face last-minute snags, though low odds now. Gold could correct if rates stay high or economy softens. Operational hiccups like grade changes or cost inflation always lurk. Currency swings between CAD and USD matter too. If the deal breaks, unlikely but possible, NGD drops hard back toward pre-deal levels. Post-merger, you're tied to Coeur's track record across more assets. But weigh that against the setup: record gold prices, strong fundamentals, and a near-term catalyst with premium baked in. For pros, this is textbook merger arb, by the spread, collect if it closes, or ride the gold wave either way. Bottom line for serious investors: new gold isn't random under $15 noise. It's a leveraged play on gold's run plus a high-conviction corporate event. Check the latest proxy on their site, model the mines yourself, watch Coeur's moves. If you're in Canada-focused names or precious metals, this deserves screen time. What do you think? Voting yes on the deal? Planning to hold through close or trade the spread? Drop it in the comments below. Smash that like if this breakdown gave you an edge. Share with your investing group so they don't miss it. And subscribe to Wealth Mind Investing. We're digging into these exact kinds of setups every week. Appreciate you watching all the way through. Let's keep building that wealth mind. Catch you in the next one.